Hi, my name is Wendy Griffiths-Bender, and I'm the librarian for Columbia College and the instructor for Lib 1 and Lib 101. We're going to start off by just taking a look at the Columbia College webpage and finding where the library webpage rests on it. So at gocolumbia.edu, you're going to notice in yellow at the very top that there is a link for the library. And let's go ahead and click on that. And it takes you to our web page. Over here on the left hand side is library research, which will probably be the button that you click the most. Library services, get help, title of new material we've received, and an oral history collection we have. We have a new card catalog, and it lays right underneath this picture. And we're going to actually look at this in some detail much later. And then here's a repeat of what falls under library research. So go ahead and click on library research in the green tab. And here's what we're looking at. Here's the library catalog, which I just briefly mentioned. If you click on this, it looks very different than what we were just looking at. It defaults to libraries worldwide where they're looking for the material, whether it be from a book, a magazine, a newspaper, a video, a CD. We have all of that available right here in this quick search. It defaults to libraries worldwide, but you can change that to Yosemite Community College, which allows you to look at our sisters collection in Modesto, or you can look at just our collection. I recommend you leave it libraries worldwide because our stuff will appear first. More about this later. Article and research databases. This is a list alphabetically of the databases that we subscribe to. Now these are subscription based, so they cost lots of money to have access to them. So that means when you're at home or off campus, off site, if you choose to look at any of these databases, you're going to be prompted for an ID and a password. Your ID is simply your W number without the W, and your password is your 6-digit birth date. And as you can see, there's a long list of databases here. And for the most part, there's two publishers in particular that are responsible for probably about a half of them. And once you learn how to use them, the other ones will look familiar. More about that later. Click on the back key. Research tools can give you a hand when you're needing some help with citing your material. There's also a video here done by one of our instructors, Jim Toner, on the MLA format. How to write a paper, what it might look like, and then if you had quick questions that would be applicable to an encyclopedia or a dictionary, that's listed here. Back button. Subject guides. This is also the area you're going to be spending a lot of your time. And this is going to change in a few months once I get some new software loaded. However, for the moment, this is what we will use. These are all the disciplines we offer on our campus. Given whatever your research topic may be for, you're going to go to the appropriate subject area. Let's say your paper is for psychology. If you click on the link in Subject Guides for Psychology, all of those databases we were looking at before, well, I've picked out the 4 that best work for psychology, and they're listed here. And then also I will include websites that are considered authoritative and reliable resources of information. At the very top, this is where I'm going to give you the Library of Congress classification number, which all libraries, academic libraries, use. So if you were ever wanting to browse the section of where psychology books are, I'm telling you it's in the BF part. Let's open up speech. Speech has a different call number for where you might browse. The databases, some of them are the same, but there are some other ones added here that I consider to be useful when you're doing a speech. And again, here are some websites. So you can play around with this and take a look. It may turn out that your topic will be located in databases profiled in various areas. Let's say you're doing something in science, so you may come here or you may come here. And so just get used to doing that as well. Local libraries will be the websites of libraries that are close to us in a geographical region. Library links. You will actually be using library links often for this class. One of our first assignments is to take a look at the Library of Congress classification outline, and that will come into handy use looking at what is our classification, how do those books get on the shelf, and what do those numbers mean. Let me just back out of that, and that's where that's located. We're going to actually be doing some work on scholarly versus non-scholarly periodicals, how to do effective internet research, and primary and secondary sources. So these will be links that you will visit via this class. I'm going to click out of this again, and one more time back to the library homepage. Our hours are listed over here. And my email is right here in case you ever need to drop me an email or you need to call me. Not a problem. So let's get started. Here's our first introduction to how you find us.